Hello everybody, Chiba Tech here with another video. I had originally recorded myself putting this shell together. I got it off Amazon for 13-14 bucks. This is my original shell here. This is my Game Boy Color, my original Game Boy Color I've had since I was a baby. I always hated this color, man. I always wanted like the cool looking atomic purple one. But this is all they had when I bought it at Costco. Came with Pokemon Blue, which I still own, and came with the Nintendo Power walkthrough for this game. Anyways, so now in 2020 we have options. You can buy different color shells. As you can see here, this is my Nintendo SP. I made a video about it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. This is a custom made one. They have shells now. So I bought a shell off Amazon, 13 bucks, 14 bucks, what have you. They all come from the same factory in China. So if you're like on eBay or Amazon, just know that you're getting the same product. This happens to come from Amazon. The actual process is really simple. Again, I had originally recorded myself doing the entire thing, but then I realized, number one, it's too long. Number two, there are way better tutorials out there. This is my first time doing it. It's really easy to do, so don't freak out. It's super simple. There's no special tools that you need. Actually, you will need special tools, but they do come in the box. So you do get a tri-wing screw, and you do get a Phillips head. The tri-wing screw is to remove the 6 screws that are on the back of this Game Boy. 2 here, and then 2 where the battery cover is. You have to remove the batteries to do that. And then the Phillips head, you'll need to remove the motherboard from the shell. There's 3 of those screws. So literally 9 screws and 2 clips for the ribbon here. This is the ribbon that connects the motherboard to the screen. There's 2 little black levers. You just push them up very gently. The ribbon gets released. Bada bing, bada boom. The hardest part about this whole process is removing the screen from the shell because they use double-sided tape. So you'll have to basically wiggle. You'll have to wiggle this around, and you'll start to hear the plastic or the tape. You'll start to hear it getting pulled away from the screen. So as long as you're patient, you'll be fine. This video is mainly about kind of going over the quality control issues that I had. I did not put on the sticker, but it does come with a sticker in case you're wondering. The reason I didn't put a sticker on the back is because I really like the fact that you can see the cartridge on the back. I honestly, that's probably the biggest reason why I got this, is because of how cool it looks. You know, you got the game inside. This is Pokemon Gold. I just started playing that. Pokemon Blue, you got that. I just think it looks really cool. So just know it's optional. It does come with it. The biggest issues I had were 2 things. Number one, this is the little baggie that it comes with, and it comes with the screws, replacement screws, which I actually ended up having to use. So the screws that you take out originally from your Game Boy, I think that they are thicker than the ones that are designed for this shell. So I actually originally had put the original screws from my old Game Boy to the new one, and they just weren't going in smoothly. So I had to take them out, and then I put the screws that this kit came with. So just make sure that you use the replacement screws that comes in the baggie. The buttons, entirely your call. I did not use the buttons that came with the kits. I used my original buttons. These are the ones that come with the kit. I just feel like they were a little bit cheaper as far as the build quality goes. Same thing with the D-pad. This is a D-pad that it came with. I actually put the new D-pad in the Game Boy originally, and I did not like the way it felt. It just felt like it was not as responsive, and the buttons were mushy, so I didn't use the D-pad that it came with. Also, down the road, I may be buying replacement buttons to kind of color clash this look. Maybe get some red ones, some blue ones, whatever. You can buy different color buttons through eBay, through like RetroMod. There's like a bunch of websites. You get the power. Sorry, this is the IR blaster that goes on the top of the Game Boy. Now, I actually ended up using my original one because this one is just solid. It's not translucent, so I don't even know if the IR blaster would work if I try to use it. So I didn't use that. I did replace the rubber start and select buttons. This is the one that came off my original Game Boy. I just thought, why not use the new ones? And then these are the original rubber pads that I took out of my Game Boy. I figured they were worn out, so I put the new ones that came in the box. So you do get replacement contacts, in case you're wondering about that. If you have like old controllers laying around, like GameCube controllers or whatever controller that you might use that you've had for a while, look on Amazon for these contact rubber pad replacements, because that will actually bring your controller back to life. And if you have mushy buttons, buying replacement pads will fix that issue. So just a pro tip there. My biggest issue with this shell is the power button or the power switch. I used my original power switch that came off my Game Boy Color, and it's very, very difficult to switch it on and off. There's a lot of resistance. And I don't know if it's because this shell isn't like OEM and maybe they wanted you to use the power switch that they included. So just keep that in mind. I had to loosen up the screws that hold the shell together right here that are next to the power switch in order to get the power switch to even comply. So I might have to go back in there and replace it with the power switch that this shell came with. So just keep that in mind. But overall, I really love this look, and it kind of brought my Game Boy Color back to life. Like, I want to use it now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fun to use. It's like it's like having a brand new Game Boy. Maybe down the road, I will be replacing the screen itself with like the newer IPS screens. But for now, I'll be using my worm light. It's just very hard to see what you're doing on this thing. So that's why I have to use the worm light. One thing I will say about the finish on the shell is maybe over time this will go away. But as of right now, it kind of feels very like slick and very like oily. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not like the same finish that you get on the OEM. So just keep that in mind. I'm assuming that over time it will go away, but right now it kind of feels sort of slimy. Just keep that in mind. I'm very happy with the overall results. You also get a replacement screen cover. So if you, as you can see, this is my original. It was all scratched up over time, so it's nice to have a brand new one. And they do sell these covers on eBay, different variants. So this is like the original Game Boy Color one, but they have ones with like Pikachu and like other Pokemon on the sides. And then they also have one that's a white frame instead of a black frame. So I don't know if you just wanted to switch things up on your Game Boy Color. But overall, for $14, Amazon Prime shipped, really cannot go wrong with this shell. They have obviously very different colors and variants if you're interested in getting that. I just love how you can just look into this Game Boy Color. You know what I mean? Like, you can see like the speaker, the batteries, the cartridge, the ribbons. You got like the all this stuff right over here. I don't know if they make different color silicone pads, but I think that would be another like thing to look into. I think it would look kind of cool if you had something that was like stood out more. Same thing with like the select and start button. I know that I think retromodding.com sells different color select and start buttons. Same thing with these buttons. I kind of want to go for the NES look, maybe like the red buttons, the black D-pad. I don't know. I'll see what I can find and muster down the road. But if you just want to give your Game Boy Colors a home makeover, you know, you want it to look a little bit different, definitely look into these shells. Again, you can get them off Amazon or eBay. I can link the one that I bought down below in case you guys are interested in doing this. But just know that as far as the difficulty level, if I was to rate this out of like 5 difficulty, 5 being the most difficult, I would probably put this at a 2. It's really not that difficult. Anybody can do it. You get all the tools in the box. And happy modding. If you guys do end up doing it, or you guys have one that you've already done, just like, I don't know, send me the link. I want to see what you guys are rocking in 2020. We're all stuck at home. We're all doing quarantine. And I think everyone has started to old games, you know, because now we have time to do it. So everybody have a good one. Thank you guys for watching.